It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. That this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Eckler, they run left side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So for the Chargers, it's their first meeting this year against the AFC champs. And these two division rivals, they go back to the AFL days. But this, Charles, kind of a measuring stick game, you feel like, for a young Chargers team.
It certainly is, because when you match up with Kansas City, who has dominated in recent years and feels like they'll continue to dominate for the foreseeable future, you've got to have a reason for optimism. And this team, under new management with a new head coach, and they feel like they've made some great strides in free agency in the draft. They feel like they can go ahead and start pursuing Kansas City once again.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. For this defense, CD, and going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella up front with Kyler Murray. Kind of surround him and keep him hemmed into the pocket. Because if he breaks out, he's going to hurt your defense in a big way with his legs.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. Here's Murray. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray escaping the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
1st and goal, Kelly. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Now Murray's going to set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They start the drive with Peterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford, here's a screen to Powell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They give it to Peterson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, it's Peterson. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Here's Stafford. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. First down, here's a run with Peterson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Stafford. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Murray has the first down and more. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup there on the scramble.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
First down, Murray. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray buying time to his left. That's complete to Austin Ekeler, the running back. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Ekeler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now a give running left is Ekeler. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The third quarter starts with a run by Peterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Stafford here. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Stafford's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. Now Stafford. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Flush to his right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing is Stafford. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. Touchdown! Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 27, Murray. Flushed out right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 34. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, second and 6. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play fake, Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Running on first down, Eckler pushes him aside at the 10. 65 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Eckler. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They fake the handoff now, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And it'll be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. Showed off the power, but not much room to run. Brought down at the 5. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Stafford. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. afternoon. And the Chargers are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Hopkins with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, Peterson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Stafford on 1st down. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So, for the Chargers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.